Hello, adventurers! I'm so glad you're here for the Holy Tabletop for what is probably going to be our last ever video. This is a one-shot that we recorded about a month ago, and some things have happened, and I'm transitioning away from my current job, and I'm going to go do some incredible things that I'm really excited about. But that means that this is probably the end for us here at this experiment that we call the Holy Tabletop. Thank you so much for going along this journey with us. We didn't know what we were doing, and we were so excited to see so many people like you supporting us and being a part of our community. We were just some Christians trying to have some fun, trying to do something that Christians don't normally do, and show that, dude, Christians can do Dungeons and Dragons too, and that's okay. Even if some Christians are like, no, you can't do that, we wanted to do it and show that you can. You can play Dungeons and Dragons and love Jesus. So that's what we wanted to convey, and we are so sad that this is going to be ending here, that we don't have like a campaign end. It was all a prototype. It was all an experiment, but here we are. And we have this one shot that Zach did an incredible job DMing. I got to be a character. You're going to love it. It's a ton of fun, and I hope you enjoyed this last video. Well, perhaps the last video of the Holy Tabletop. Thank you for being a part of us, and thank you for being amazing.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Holy Tabletop. You may notice that I'm not in my normal amazing seat today, and that I have a ukulele. You'll find out what that's about in a second. But welcome, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that we get to be a part of your life in some small way. Matter of fact, we just had a comment on one of our videos saying that you wish that these episodes were longer, and that's really a positive thing. I appreciate that, and I don't disagree. Unfortunately, you know, just the way we record and how much time we have in our lives, David is really busy. He's such a busy guy, and he's so important. And so it's hard to record more than once a month. And so we try to split it up so you have something to watch every week. But thank you so much for that comment, and everybody else who is commenting out there who are like really cool people for just chilling out and being a part of the Holy Tabletop. So glad you're here. Today, I get to be a character. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what we're about to do. I'm gonna turn it over, but first, I'm gonna turn it over to our DM today, who I'm not gonna reveal right now. Instead, I'm gonna introduce everybody else. My name is Jonathan Miller, and I'm gonna be playing, I'm not telling you yet. But over here, we have Zoe Chira. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and I'm still playing Valis.
Yeah, there you go. And over here, you already seen this beautiful man sitting next to me. That's number two.
Twice beautiful.
That's twice in his life. I like just increasing that number. David Wilinski.
Thank you. Large and in charge. King Juggernaut here.
Yeah, there we go. So, and then our DM for today, we have Zach Chira. Glad to have you. I'm so excited.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Today's game will be a one-shot that has a little bit of bearing on the main campaign, but primarily is just for some fun, just for a nice sidetrack from the main campaign. It was getting a little heated there. A few characters almost died.
Almost
We're like, why
everybody
don't
died.
we? My character almost died. So, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm totally ready. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below.
All those things. Hit the like button.
Smash it.
Smash that like button.
Smash it like King.
Subscribe.
Hit it with an axe. Something. We don't.
Slice it in half from the bottom up. There you go.
Whichever one works. So, we're gonna be jumping ahead a little bit to where everybody got a long rest. That way, nobody's at 1 HP.
It takes a long rest.
And so, Valis, you, after having quite a day, you find yourself getting into position to trance, your meditative position to try and take your rest and regain all your hit points. King, after smashing probably a couple of sandwiches with grilled cheese in them, have probably passed out on either a bench inside the Breezy Fiddle or in one of the... Do they offer rooms in the Breezy Fiddle?
They have a couple rooms, yeah.
So, or in one of the rooms that they offer, depending on if you made it there. It was a busy day. First off, could you introduce your character and what he kind of looks like and what he could possibly be doing at the time?
Yeah, my character is currently in a bar fight of some sort. Probably a little more aggressive than a bar fight. We won't go into details necessarily.
What's more aggressive than a bar fight?
A fight to the death, bar fight.
Super bar fight.
Usually, I don't think people are necessarily destroying killing each other.
Okay.
At a bar fight. I don't know. I've never been a part of one. Have you been a part of a bar fight?
No.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
No.
So my character is Bach of the Fae. He is a faun. I'm gonna call him a faun, even though technically in D&D they're called satyrs. I'm a faun. Thank you very much. He is a faun bard with a ukulele. And he is a cool guy. He wears so just like the fawns in Narnia, he does not have pants on, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't freak out. It's just all fur. It's like a goat, whatever. Just like Narnia. Just think Narnia fawn. But he has this orange vest on, a leather vest, and it's just split in the center, revealing his chest. He has like piercings everywhere. He's got a belly button piercing. He's got like 4 or 5 hoops on his ears. He's got one on his nose. He's just got all the gilded bits and bobs on him, and he's got curly hair and like ram-like horns that come out of the top of his head, and a dazzling smile. That is Bach.
So as Bach is in the midst of this scuffle, he hears a psh, like a glass shattering, and he turns around and sees someone with a broken handle of what was once a bar glass, and he looks at the person kind of confused for a moment, and then feels a bit of something trickling down the back of his head, and the room just kind of like closes in, like it gets kind of fuzzy at the edges, and his vision just kind of narrows more and more and more, and just kind of fades out. And as it fades back in, he notices that he's in a very, very large chamber. Goes to touch the back of his head, and there's nothing there for some reason. He seems fine. You look around the room, and you can see it's kind of dark in here. In this room there are these red stones, kind of like very, very faintly glowing, giving the room a little bit of light. You can tell on the walls to your left and to your right that there are intricate carvings, like frescoes depicting like a really intricate scene, but you can't quite see what it is, but you can see the edges of the carvings and know that it's really intricate. On the floor in front of you, there's a very, very large Goliath who is sprawled out on the floor, maybe a little bit of drool coming out of the side of his mouth. He looks like he is having a really, really nice rest after a very long day. And then off to your right, you see an elf you may never have seen before. You can see very, very pointed ears, just like any other elf, but pale skin, and a warrior's braid with really, really long, raven black hair, sitting in kind of a meditative pose as you first glimpse this chamber.
Am I on the floor?
So you're standing. You just
standing.
phased in and phased out, and you're standing like as if you were still in the place that you were before.
I'm on the floor. Cheese sandwiches do that to me.
Taking a nice rest.
Grilled cheese coma.
Do I know if they're alive or not?
They're both breathing soundly.
Oh, okay. Is there any I think I would not want. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I would want to wake these strangers. For all I know, they're my captor. I don't know what's going on. Is there an exit anywhere where I can try to get away without them noticing?
So behind you, there's a sheer wall that goes to about 10 feet in either directions to other solid walls, and this looks like a pretty dark, dank, like your typical dungeon kind of structure, but you're inside, and then above you, barely 15 feet above your head, is yet another wall that looks the same way, but it's the ceiling that you have above you. And the stones that are glowing, they only light this area where you're in. You can see other ones, like you can see little pinpricks of like the glow across the room, so that's how you can tell how big the room is. It's pretty large,
okay,
but it's very shadowy. You can't see that far ahead of you. How do you have dark vision?
I don't think I do.
There's somebody that does.
Well, she's asleep, and I don't want to wake her. I don't want to wake her. She's scary. She is super scary. I don't think I. You look like you're
little me.
It looks like you're dead. I don't have dark vision now.
Okay. Then
No,
that perfectly fits what I was trying to do.
Good.
So you can only see a good like a little bit more than 5 feet past these two I should say 10 feet past these two individuals, and it gets really dark and you're not able to see past that. And so, like I said, everything's cast in kind of a faint reddish glow, and you know the room is pretty big, but you can't really see past the area that you're in right now.
I know what I'm gonna do. I have this brilliant idea that pops into my head. I don't want to travel into the darkness by myself, but I have an idea. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to create a 5x5 crate that I can sit inside of, and so they can't see me through the crate, right? And then and then I'm going to also cast Mage Hand to poke the big guy, like just poke him to wake him up. And then I'm just gonna sit in the crate, be totally silent, and just see what he does. And then when he starts stirring, I'm gonna also poke the sleeping scary one and see what they do together. And I'm just gonna hide inside this magic crate, my fake crate.
I love how you're the Goliath and I'm the scary one.
Yeah,
That's great.
Like the best way to wake me up is by poking
By
him.
poking the big guy.
He's got a ukulele, and like that's the best way.
I don't want you to know I'm there. I don't want you to know I'm there. And anyways, you're sleeping with like a smile on your face and your thumb, and you're like, you look totally unthreatening.
So give me a
Totally.
let's see, which check would this be? King, I need you to give me a I'm gonna say just a Constitution save. Let's see how knocked out you are from the previous day.
Oh, you're trying to see if I can wake him up with my mage hand.
See how hard he slumped.
That would be an
18. Okay. So you're not slumped that bad. So as you're just kind of sprawled, you're having a really good nap, and you just feel something slowly like poking you. It's really annoying. And it is your choice. Do you respond to it? Do you get up?
I am 100% getting up.
Okay. Nice. So, I'm gonna ask. So, how do you respond after you get up? Things are gonna happen before you get a chance. Things are going to happen before you get a chance to mage hand Valis over here.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, it's interesting
There's a float over
because my
there.
next move would probably be to wake up Alice. We've been traveling together and battling. There's just this crate and her, and so I would probably try to wake up Alice.
Okay, so as you're walking over to see her, and you just see
Walk by me.
this huge Goliath
Scratch
just
my
walking
back on
past,
the
like
box a little
stomping every single step he takes. And as King, you go to walk over, there is a sound that you would probably none of you would ever recognize. A sound that we would all recognize, kind of like a game show sound in the background. Like you're on Family Feud and you hear the clap, and there's like this weird like audience type sound and everything. And as this happens, you hear this weird sound as it gets like really louder and louder, and all of a sudden the red glows like shine a lot more, the stones all the way around the chamber, and you see floating above the ground is this gentleman who would probably be the love child of Gandalf and Einstein.
Okay.
He has the robes. They're very old, very tattered, like a homeless like kind of feel to it. Like very old. Let me put it this way: he does not look like he takes care of himself whatsoever. Wiry hair all over the place. Has that kind of like quirky look to him and everything. Squints one eye, keeps the other one wide open. As he introduces himself. Yeah, Boomy from The Last Airbender is a great comparison. And I would, as he is about to say something, he spreads his arms wide and says, "Welcome, adventurers." I would like all of you to
Wait,
give
am
me.
I still asleep or am I awake at this point?
So he wakes.
Okay,
that
okay.
loud sound would easily wake you
Okay.
up. So everybody, give me a round of perception checks.
Ooh, that's bad.
Quite interesting.
14.
There you go.
7.
13.
13. Okay. So you're able to notice with your with the 13 that you roll, you're able to notice the carvings like kind of on the wall. But this guy in front of you is like really, really distracting, and so you notice it for a second. You see what looks like 4 knights like charging into battle on one side and 3 knights charging into battle, and they look like they're fighting evil dragons of some sort. And yeah, that's what the frescoes look like on either side. But like before you can get a really good look at them, you're immediately distracted by the gentleman floating in front of you. You are absolutely just overwhelmed by this presence. You're like, what do I do?
I'm staying in the box.
I was gonna say, in the box, like
I'm in the box still.
the man in the box.
And so, with your 17 though, you notice that
14.
or 14, you're able to notice that that the robes that this gentleman seems to be wearing almost look like it's moving of its own accord. At first, you see some like little movements and stuff on it, and then you notice that there's eyes all over his robe that are opening and closing and opening and closing, like they're looking around the room, and like some of them are looking at you, some of them are looking at King, and you notice quite a few of them are looking at the crate for some reason.
Imagine that.
I would immediately go to draw my staff
Okay.
and like in a defensive position.
Okay.
Jump up.
And so, as you're able to take in this scene, this gentleman says, like in a really good comparison. I'll try to do my best to impersonate it, but be Caesar from the Hunger Games. Welcome to the. And he looks confused for a second, like to my show. We're still working on a name for it, but so welcome to my show. My audience is very glad to meet each and every one of you. Please introduce yourselves. And he points to you first.
I look around to see where the audience is.
So that's the next thing is that you hear, like, as soon as he points at you, you hear cheering, you hear clapping, and you look around the room and you see nothing. Nobody's there. It's just a wall. You hear the sounds, but there's nobody there. It's just the walls and the floors, like dank dungeon stone tile walls.
I don't say anything.
Okay. So he looks at you, like waits for a second, like, charming. And then he points to the crate and he says, please introduce yourself.
I stay inside the crate.
Oh, tough. At least the crowd still loves him, right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? And you hear them clap even louder and everything, like they're excited to see you, even though you're not saying anything.
I'm recognizing my moment to shine in this moment, and recognizing that my box is not working. They already saw me before. This is something weird. I don't know what's going on, but I know people can see me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speak my magic word to my special armor, and it's going to change it to look like just this gilded, beautiful set of like heavy plated armor with a helmet, and like with just like that kind of covers not my whole face, but my horns are kind of sticking out, and I also kind of make it to look like so that I look like I'm a little taller as well. And I come out, and my ukulele is no longer a ukulele. It's like I can't do that. But
I was gonna say
I can't do that. It's just my armor.
So fully decked out in armor, carrying a ukulele.
Like a gilded, yeah.
Ding.
It's a shiny ukulele. It's made of metal. So yeah, it's and then I come out and I say, so glad to be here. I'm glad you invited Bach of the Fae.
You hear cheering?
Yeah.
I look at King. I'm like, what's going on?
I was hoping you'd give us a little riff or something at least when you came out on the ukulele, but that's all right.
And then I play a riff.
There we go.
There you go.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. And so to you guys, it just like all of a sudden the crate disappears and this armored, like fully decked out, looking totally like intimidating in this armor, like a fawn just appears out of this box that just disappears out, and he stands and smiles with this big pointy grin.
And then finally, last but not least,
I am still just in shock at what is taking place, but I have no problem saying I'm king and I'm hungry.
And I swear, you just hear. As soon as you give your introduction, you hear people cheering. Like, at first it was just clapping, but then you hear cheering.
I'm just
as well.
soaking it in.
There's still nothing there. There's nobody there. You hear the sounds, but there's nobody there.
I don't care. I can hear the cheering. I'm holding my arms up. I am like, I got my ukulele in one hand. I am like, woo, yeah.
And so the individual floats closer towards you and touches down on the floor. And it's at this point, without any checks whatsoever, you notice that the floor, past where you could see before, you notice that the floor has like the tiles on the floor actually have symbols on them. Like all of the tiles have like markings on them going like past where you could see before. And without any checks, you can just automatically see that. But this gentleman looks at each and every one of you and he says, welcome to my show. It's been such a long time since we've been able to organize this, right, folks? And like you hear people clapping and going along with what he says. There's still nobody there. He looks like an absolute quack, and he says, the thing is that the theme for the show this week, the thing that all of the audience members have been asking for, is for a really rousing, intricate show that has to do with teamwork and it has to do with unity. Bringing people together. Can they work together even if they have no idea who the other person is? Wink, wink. Can you work together? Can you accomplish things together? And most importantly, can you survive?
I guess we'll find
And everybody's all cheering and everything, and he's looking at you like he's absolutely insane. And he says, before we get started, I'm sure you have some questions. What would you like to ask me, your show host?
Who are you?
I'm just your show host. Who I am and my name is not that important. You can call me Mr. H, though.
Well, sir, as you probably know, as you've contracted me for this position, as you know, I have an upfront charge that I do for all my performances. I'm sorry, but I cannot perform without an upfront payment, as you know. Would you know me? Obviously you would have, otherwise you wouldn't have brought me here today. So I will require my normal upfront payment of 10 platinum.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage? I thought that was quite good.
10.
That's 15.
15? Wow, that's still pretty good. So he looks at you and with a beaming smile, and he says, "Oh, folks, I'm so sorry that I didn't go over things with our contestants before they arrived, but we do not give rewards beforehand. You have to survive the challenges of the show before you can get the reward, just like any other show. Isn't that right, folks?" And they all keep clapping and cheering and stuff like that too. However, my good sir, because you drive such a hard bargain, I can also include an additional reward to the end of this game show.
That's very ambiguous, sir. I don't know about
as I like it to be.
I don't know if I want to do this. How do I get out of here?
That's a really good point. Is by coming here, there is no way out except through the show. Through the show and the path that's already provided for you. And he gestures towards the other end of the room. And now that he's like pointing it out, you can see that there is actually a door at the other end of this very large chamber.
Does he look like he has any money on him?
He does not look like
just
he has
like
any
tattered
money on him.
robes.
He has, tattered robes that look like they have eyes and mouths swirling around it.
How far away is he from me right now?
Like 10 feet or so.
Oh, great. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and just start attempting to finger behind him to see if there's anything I can steal off of him.
Okay. So as you go to cast it and he's just gesticulating and like describing all this stuff and everything, the hand actually goes right through him.
Oh.
He's not even real.
Sir, I would like to go home. I did not come here by will.
And
I was
he
very busy at the time.
And so he gives another one of his laughs and he says, "The way out is directly ahead of you." And he smiles and says, "Is everyone ready, folks? Let the games begin." And he just clips through the floor, like right in front of you, just like clips through the floor.
I love the progression of Bach, where he's like scared, so he hides in a box, and he's like really excited and has no idea what's going on, and now he wants to go home.
And
Now he's
and
back
he
to
wants
being scared.
pickpocket the guy.
I need to be paid up front. That's all I'm saying. I look at you guys and I say, hey, this is a teamwork thing apparently. What are your names? I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I'm kind of ignoring you. You're a lot.
To say the least.
King, where are our compadres? Where are our companions?
I am just as lost as you. I am curious as to what this game is and when's the last time you played it and why we're playing it again. Just for reference.
I've never played this game before. I don't know where we are, and I would like to get back to Hat-Trick.
I couldn't agree more. How do we go about that? And what would that look like? Is that only in competing the games? And what does this game look like?
That's the point. Is he left it ambiguous.
Well, I sigh and I turn over to this character. I'm like, well, I guess we have to work together.
As I said, I work for an upfront charge. You guys got any cash on you?
I'm not paying you.
Oh, well, I cast illusion and sit back in my box.
So before you get a chance to cast that, I would like you to make a, let's see, I would like you to make another perception check, and depending on how well that goes, a follow-up check.
Two. Ooh, that's not good, man. That's a 6.
So you notice some of the symbols on the floor look familiar as you're about to.
But I didn't do very good.
That's what you get from the as you're about to minor illusion yourself back into it. You notice something familiar on the floor. Something that catches your eye.
I look closer at what is the symbols on the floor.
So as you take those steps forward and you look at the tiles on the floor, you notice that there are musical notes.
Musical notes.
And lots of them. Every tile across the floor seems to be like a set of musical notes, like chords or something like that. And you'd have to give me a history check to see any more.
Ooh. History's not my. I got a 13 though.
There you go. So so you would know of a song. Looking at the frescoes on either side, you would know of a song that tells of a ballad of 7 nights.
Ooh. Hey guys, I'm just saying, I'm a valuable person here, and I got some valuable information for you guys. But as I said, I work for an upfront charge. What do you like? I don't want to. I know this is annoying for most people. That you just gotta understand. I'm a very poor person, and I say my words to my magic armor, and it turns into tattered clothes. Instead, this is just an illusion. This is what I really am wearing. These tattered clothes. I'm very poor, as you can see, and I can't go through something like this without payment. How am I gonna pay for my children and my wife? They're starving.
Can illusion some money in your hand?
Is he trying to persuade us right now?
Yeah, I was like, what's...
Can he roll a persuasion check?
Well, no, because this is entirely up to you guys. This isn't regarding NPCs.
I know. I'm not buying it. How far is the store?
So it is.
That's my
It is. The room itself is about 80 feet across.
I will be your best
And it
friend.
was about 10 feet up, where the tiles on the floor just start to change.
I am intrigued at someone that wants me to pay to be their best friend or our best friend.
Mm-hmm. I will be loyal to you. I will.
All right, just sit down.
So
Calm down.
Dallas, make me another perception check.
Okay. 14.
Perfect. So with that check, you're able to recognize that this side of the room is shrinking. The wall to your backs was originally to your backs is now 2 feet forward from where it used to be.
So we need to leave this room. What do we need to do for you to cooperate with us?
Just a few gold will do. You don't have to pay me 10 platinum. That guy looked crazy, you know, like he might have tons of money. I know how these guys work. All right, just a couple, 10 gold. How about that? Anybody got 10 gold? We'll get moving right away. I'll be your best friend. I'm loyal to the end.
King, do you want me to hurt him up a little bit, or
That's what I was like. Do we have to rough this guy up?
Yeah,
Is that like the part of it?
why don't you like?
And you can so now as all this is going on, you hear like almost like an announcer like on the field of play or something like that going like, so how's it going? Like, oh, the team seems to be like having a little bit of trouble, guys, like coming together. One of them seems to be like kind of pulling the other two in a certain direction that they don't want to go. He seems to only want money, but there's a reward waiting for them behind the door. I guess they're just gonna have to wait and figure that out. And you all hear this inside your head. Like, again, there's nobody there. Like,
King,
you're just
will
like
you hold
out of
him up
nowhere,
for
you just
me?
hear this. Whoa, whoa.
Hold him up. What?
Will you hold him?
I can hold him.
All right.
I'm dodging. I'm getting.
So, like, with your perception check, you notice there's another foot gone.
All right, we need to leave now, so we'll figure out this gold thing later. But you need to help us get out of this room, or we're all dying.
It's just a wall.
Do you want to die?
No, I don't want to die. What if I was richer? Die rich or die young, as they say. In my world.
Another foot gone. You have, let's see, is the space was about a little bit more than 10 feet, so
My wife and children are
got-
going to be very sad when they find out their dad is
like
dead.
9 or 10 and 8 or 9 feet left, and the wall is slowly.
Is it collapsing? Oh, do we know about the music notes on the floor?
Yeah,
at
you
this
can see
point?
them. Yeah,
Okay.
you can see them.
So do we
Do you
see that
do you know
it's
what
collapsing?
they are, though? Is the question.
Probably not, but do we see that the wall's collapsing in on the music notes yet, or not yet?
Not yet, because it's coming from this way. So there's the strip of just dank stone floor, and then there's these intricate tiles that go forward for the rest of the let's see, about 60 feet, and then there's a little bit of room between like another section, like another strip of like plain stone floor before the door.
I'll tell you what. I'll save us right now, and for this thing right now, I'll save us. And we get to the other side of whatever this thing is, and then you pay me. How about that? I'll show you my worth right now.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
It gets us out of the room.
I agree.
I'm going to attempt to play the song that I see from the use of the 7th ballad on my ukulele.
It's it's a ballad of 7 nights. It's
The
called
Ballad of
Dragon's
7
Down.
Nights. I'm gonna try to sing and play that song.
Okay, so give me a performance check.
Yeah. That is a 24.
So you hear the crowd like absolutely going nuts, like cheering and everything. The wall is still shrinking towards you, and nothing really seems to happen. But I need the two of you to give me a perception check while this is going on. And then as the cheering is going nuts and everything, like almost like a performer on a stage, you hear clink, 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 and you feel like a couple of gold like clip through the ceiling and like hit you in the head. 2 gold, like
Thanks for
an
payment.
audience
Yeah,
like threw it at you.
I immediately stopped playing my song and grabbed the gold off the floor and put it in my pocket.
I got a
Wherever.
9.
Okay.
17.
17 perception.
Yeah.
So you notice that some of the tiles like glow for just a moment and then stop. Like there was just a moment where you saw what looked like 2 lines going across the room, and then they vanished immediately.
So, like, we need him to keep playing?
Yep.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. What did you see? What?
I didn't see it either.
So when you play your notes, the floor lights up. So we need this to keep going.
Yeah.
You need to keep playing.
Absolutely, I always
How
play.
about play
Encore.
and run towards the door at the same time?
I don't think that's a good idea. Just run straight across without...
Well, then you stay and we'll go towards the door.
Well,
I like that.
well, follow his path. We're not just gonna run willy-nilly across this magical floor. It's gonna kill us.
But as we're running, you're playing, so we'll be able to
oh,
see the
of
path.
course. I can play and run.
Yes.
It's a specialty of mine.
Let's go.
Okay.
Prove it.
I start playing the ballad again.
So as you start playing the ballad, you notice that, like, in order, tiles light up.
Sweet.
And because the tiles have musical notes on them.
Oh, I start playing that order of notes. Absolutely.
So as you play the order, because it's a little bit different from the way that you recall the ballad. So it's a little bit different on the floor. It's a very, very old ballad, and it seems like it has changed over time. So it looks like this is a bit different from the one that you knew.
I'm loving it. I'm loving learning a new piece of music. Like, yeah.
And then
And we...
one other thing you notice is that there are two strips that go across, like two wavy paths that go across the room, not just one.
I'm gonna start running down that while I'm playing. I'm just gonna go for it. Straight down the paths that are glowing.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
What? Yeah, that's a 22.
Nice. So as you take your first step out onto the initial tile, you see and hear a dart shoot out and across the room, horizontal wise, like, and you barely tuck out of the way of it, and you immediately stumble because it shoots in front of you. You immediately stumble back onto the normal stone. On this side of the wall, and you notice that you guys have about 5 feet between you and these tiles ahead of you.
What the crap? Like, that's not supposed to happen. This is a puzzle, and I was playing the musical notes, and it showed us a path. Why am I getting shot at? Did you do that?
No.
Why am I getting shot at? I'm tired of being shot at.
I just want to go back to sleep at this point.
I'm over
Pretty
this.
upset I woke up.
Should we try the other path then?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at this room, seeing the frescoes on either side, you have the 3 knights, the 4 knights charging into battle. The Ballad of the 7 Knights, and given the theme that the show host was given to you, and you notice the 2 windy paths. Is this a team thing? Is this 2 people? You notice and wonder, like, is this something that has to be done at the same time?
I'm about to run for that other path by myself. I'm just like, I'm losing my mind right at this point.
All right, I feel like
I'm still playing.
we should let him take one path, and you and I should take the other path.
I like that.
All right, let's go. The thing's right there. We're gonna get shot to death.
Let's try it. But let's try to go at the same speed and not try to get one ahead of each other.
All right, to the beat of the music, everybody.
Okay, sure. Whatever that means.
So they electric slide their way across the room as they're going, you hear clicks and whirs and like sounds, but you don't see anything shooting across the room towards you. You don't hear any whoosh, whoosh of something flying nearby, and the music that you're playing, you notice like it actually amplifies, and as it amplifies, you actually see to either side you see the frescoes start moving. And they play out the battles that these knights once fought, and their heroic exploits as you guys make your way across the room.
Is this supposed to
One
be
step
like
at
a
a time.
really epic ballad, or is this like a, kind of a sad, like what's the tone?
It has a bit of a macabre like tone because it starts out heroic and wonderful and everything, but it ends somewhat tragic for the knights, even though they accomplish such a really great feat and rid the land of evil dragons, they themselves lost their lives to it. So it starts out like really, really good, and it crescendos, and then it tapers off and becomes like almost like a gothic horror kind of like sound to it, like as it finishes.
Yeah. I am just jamming to it with a giant grin on my face. I am loving it every moment of it. like it sounds like you look like you should be crying, right, with this kind of thing, and I am just like,
and so you hear the crowd cheering and everything, but you hear one loud clap above all the others, and it's the same quirky, show host voice. He says, "Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Like, yeah, they're working together. It's wonderful. Isn't that great, folks?" As you guys make it to the other side of the room.
I look at the other two, you guys, and I'm like, "We made it. We made it."
Yeah, we did.
And we had a deal.
You got your gold from the stands.
No. We had a deal between us. That was them playing because I was so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I saved your guys' lives. Don't go. Hey, this is a game about teamwork. If you go back on your word on me right now, I'm just saying.
It was 10 gold. I will give him 1 platinum piece to keep him quiet.
Thank you, sir.
But
Can you throw it at him?
but any other gold will have to come from a reward, prize, etc.
Totally understand.
But he did save us with some musical notes. I do not play any musical instruments and/or can read music, so
Thank you, sir.
I am grateful for that.
Thank you. See, that wasn't so bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
So as you guys look back behind you, the wall has like moved. There's no standable space on the other side of the room now. You have these 5 feet of stone that's between the tiles and the door that you're currently standing on.
But can we get to the door?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
right in front of you.
Can we open the door?
Go ahead and try.
Do you?
I stand back. To the side. To the far left. As far as I can get away.
Can I check to see if there's anything about the door that we should be wary of?
Give me a perception check.
That's not great. 10.
That's a big old looking door.
Okay.
I say, okay.
Looks legit.
1 second. I like call it. Please, 1 second. We can do things here before we just go getting ourselves set on fire somehow and attacking magic doors here. Why don't you take a step back? Do you step back?
The pause.
There is open space to your left and to your right because the door is like directly in front of you, barely a couple of feet in front of you, and there's significant open space to your left and to your right.
I move off a little bit
Okay.
To which side?
to, I guess the right of the door.
Got it.
I strum on my ukulele, and a spectral hand appears, and I'm as far away as I can be, so 30 feet from this. Can I be 30 feet away from the door? Is that
We're
No.
5
You can be if you're
Is
to
that
the
right?
side of it, you can be up to like 15 feet away.
I'm 15 feet away from the door, and I attempt to open it. I can attempt to open unlocked doors, and so I'm gonna attempt to open the door with my mage hand and see, and it's this beautiful purpley glowing hand. Yeah.
Click.
Nice.
So
And-
we're good.
Cool. See, I saved your life. This is great. Go on ahead.
Can we leave him here?
So do you guys press forward? Do you go towards the door? Push it open?
Yeah,
I'll lead
he-
the way. It's the theme of our.
I think we should make him lead the way, but
That's actually not a bad idea at this point, but
You're gonna make me lead the way? I'm a tiny little fawn. I'm
you
like,
open the door.
I'm 3.5 feet tall. I can't just go lead
Busy
away
saving
to a
everyone's
rope.
lives, but I'm not going first.
Are you really 3 feet tall?
3.5. I'm a small fawn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little guy.
Halfling looking.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
I didn't either.
Sorry, I
That
forgot
would have changed everything. I would have been.
That's why I made myself.
Yeah, I know. Valis is
I'm
like,
like 6 feet tall.
and King's like almost 7
Yeah, I was
feet
like-
tall, right?
We could have easily picked
9
him
feet,
up.
I think is.
I can dodge out of the way. You can't easily.
You're a very
pick me
tall
up.
Goliath,
Like to my knee.
basically.
Yeah. I made myself look taller when I had the like really gilded like plate armor on. Right now I'm still wearing my bedraggled clothes, which I realize, and I speak a word, and I have this orange vest on again, and so while you weren't looking.
I'll lead the way.
Thank you, sir.
You're gonna come with me. Closely.
Behind you, yes. Sure.
So as you open the door and you step into this room, you notice immediately, having dark vision, you can see to either side that this is a very, very long hallway. It's only about 15 feet across, but it goes down like nearly 100 feet. So it's even longer than the last room that you guys were in. And you immediately notice that there are two intricately carved faces into the wall on the far ends of each wall, and there also seems to be some sort of pedestal in the middle of the hallway, like the dead center of the hallway.
So I relay all of this to them.
Okay.
Is she in front now?
She's the
No,
only
I
one who
just
can
can see
see.
in the
So I'm
dark.
assuming you guys I'm assuming you guys were walking in, like looking around, and
I
she
can't
just
see.
kind of looked over your shoulders and was like,
I tell you what's in the room.
The only thing that you guys are able to notice is that there's a faint orange glow. It's about this big around on either end of the room, so you can see a faint
Near the
orange glow.
faces?
What you notice is that it's where the mouth of the faces are. They have kind of like they're just straight around mouths rather than like normal ones. The rest of the face is carved like intricately and everything to look somewhat like human features, but then the mouths are just these geometrically perfect circles.
I can't see.
You go first.
I am not walking in there.
Throw him in there.
I already dodged a literal bullet for y'all.
So
an arrow, but
you notice so as you guys step a little bit further into the room, you notice that there's the same stones that were glowing in the previous room. They line the hallway and they start glowing brighter and brighter and brighter, so you can actually see the hallway as well.
Are these a different color?
And no, still the same, roughly the same shade of red.
Because I could change the color in here.
It's up to you.
No, if it's
It
red,
is red.
If it's red, it's red. I know I did that on purpose.
And the through the ceiling this time, the eccentric wizard clips through the ceiling as he says, welcome to the next segment of our game show. And he says, what brings people together more than a fun-filled ball game? As you notice in this room that you have two ends to this room, I'm sure you can put it together that one is one team side and the other's the other team side, and yeah. Let the games begin. And like so the pedestal itself, like off the top of it, there's a round, like glossy looking spherical item, and it comes off of the pedestal. It's like directly below him, off the pedestal, and it starts spinning in place, and the pedestal like slowly collapses into the floor. And he goes, "Is everyone ready, folks?" And you hear the chanting and the cheering and clapping more as he clips through the roof.
I look around and I look at the big guy and I say, "Get ready for the ball." And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I make a mad dash for the ball. How far is the ball away?
So I need everybody to, I need you to give me an insight check first, just because you might know something, and then everybody to give me to roll me initiative.
Initiative?
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
okay. Well, I rolled a 12
I got
for my insight.
12 on it.
So unfortunately with that, you're looking around and you can see that these two things are goalposts, but you also notice something else. To the sides of this room, you notice that to either side, lining the walls, there's almost like this like rain gutter kind of thing. Like the floor like kind of tapers like downwards slightly, and then there's like a gutter on either side that's only like a foot and a half across. And lining the room in those gutters are remains. They're skeletons, like kind of like shoved into the corner. It looks like a janitor kind of like swept them off the floor and into the gutter on the side of the room. And there's bits and pieces of skeleton lining the room.
Oh, great.
I look at you, I'm like, hey, it's your family.
I hit you.
Give me an attack real quick. I want to see if you smack him.
Well, this is not right.
What's your AC?
17.
Do I add anything, or is it just a straight?
It's your
D20?
attack.
But just unarmed, right?
Yeah.
So that's 17.
You feel like as you're booking it, like, look, it's your fam. Ah. One last thing before we get rolling is that in much the same way in the previous room that there were the frescoes of the knights charging into battle. In here you see humanoids that are wearing feather dress headsets that are playing as some sort of game on either side on the walls, and there are different scenes pictured. These ones, rather than being one gigantic thing, they're like almost like frames, and there are different things like them jumping, them kicking, punching. Like it looks like they're doing all kinds of like stuff, like jumping through the air, and you see primarily what they're hitting. When it shows a ball of sorts, it shows a spherical shape. It shows them hitting it with their elbows and their hips, and that's basically all you can determine, like from the pictures on the sides, like just by looking at it. And there are, I'll add one more. There are one or two frames of it looks like a bunch of warriors like kneeling with their heads down, like almost like they're in prayer, but you're not sure. It looks kind of odd. So
Are we playing against each other, or where are our opponents?
It's a good question.
Good question. Who goes first? What's going on? No,
Well,
what's
you were running for the ball, right?
I know. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
yeah, so you're gonna actually get the drop first.
I'm gonna run for the ball.
Yeah, you're the first in initiative. So what are
okay.
you trying to do?
There's nothing here except, and then the pedestal you said is sinking.
Yeah, it's already like 2/3 of the way down.
All right, I'm gonna run for the ball and grab it before it goes away. Can I get to it?
Okay, what's your movement?
40 feet.
Then yeah, you can get to it.
Okay.
Are you hitting it? Are you grappling it? Like, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try and kick it off the pedestal.
Okay. Give me let's see.
Towards one of them, right? Because if I notice that we can't hit it with our hands, I'm gonna try and get it to them somehow.
Okay, so you're gonna try and like kick it backwards, like towards your teammates.
Or should I try to pick it up?
You tell me.
Or should you try to score a goal?
Can I kick it that far?
You don't know?
I mean, like in soccer, you could kick it like 100 feet easy.
I do like that he said it was our teammates and not opponents. So
Okay. Okay.
but-
Well, all right, fine. I'll try to kick a goal. Let's see if I can do that.
Okay, how are you hitting this?
I'm gonna try and do like a side kick
Okay.
and hit it through the goal.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
This is just unarmed.
Yeah.
It's 18.
18. Dang. Okay, that definitely hits. Now give me some damage
To the ball?
to the ball.
Like an unarmed strike damage, or
Okay. 5.
5? Okay. So as you go to hit it, yep. It sure enough it moves when you hit it.
5 feet.
You're like,
The
ah, like-
pedestal moves?
no, the pedestal does not move. The pedestal keeps
It's gone
sinking.
down.
Okay, so that's the ball.
That's representing the
okay,
ball.
Okay.
So as you kick it, it moves. It is a really freaking hard ball. As soon as you connect with it, it feels like you're kicking like something made of stone almost.
Oh, no, I can't.
Okay, but it doesn't move off the pedestal or anything?
Yeah, it moved. Like five
okay.
foot. Like the pedestal's back here.
Okay. But I can't kick it through the thing. Like, it's too heavy to do that, is what you're saying.
It seems that, it seems that way.
Okay. Well then, As soon as I notice that it's too heavy to kick, I'm gonna run over and try to grab it with like under my arm.
Okay, so I'll count this as your bonus action attack since you use an attack. Give me. So you're trying to grab it under your arm?
I'm trying not to touch it with my hand.
Okay. So give me a grapple check, which is gonna use your athletics.
Okay.
Ooh.
4.
It rolled pretty terrible too, but
Where's the 4?
it barely beats you with a 6.
Okay.
Great.
It almost not one. It was pretty bad. But yeah, so you try to grab a hold of this thing, and it's like floating in midair. You try to grab a hold of it, and it moves of its own accord. And it like slides out of your hold and like goes back to floating like where it was. Almost of its own, like it has a mind of its own. And that brings us up to Buck.
Looks to be 30 feet away from the ball right now. If I went directly through Valis. And I have 35 feet of movement speed. So I'm going to try to get up. That should be 30 feet, right? If I go up there. Yeah.
Count it out. 5, 10.
Here?
Well, I was right here. Where was I now? I don't even
It was here.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30? I have 35 feet. So I'm going to get up there for 35, and I'm going to whack it with my metal ukulele.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
With the flat side.
Give me an attack roll.
Don't hurt your ukulele.
It's metal, it's fine. It's been through a lot. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, that definitely hits. Now give me some damage.
Do I get to use my ukulele damage?
Does your ukulele have magical damage? Or?
No, it's my weapon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever damage it does.
Nice. That's 10.
10? Okay. So as you hit this thing, it moves another 5 feet.
5 feet.
Yep.
I am annoyed, but I think that's that's really everything I'm gonna do. I think. No. And then
Wait, did you say 10 feet?
what?
Or 10 damage?
Yeah,
You did
10.
10 damage?
Yeah, 10 damage.
Okay, never mind. I'll move another.
Nice.
I was doing the
ukulele.
math. I was like, yeah.
And you just hear it's a metal, like silvery ukulele, and it hits this flat side of the ukulele. It goes boom, and you go, and not a musical sound at all. Kind of like, and the strings vibrate. And I smile. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm gonna look at you, Valis, and I say, you got this. I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration for your next turn to use as you will, which is a 1d6. So
All
do
right.
you want a special one so you can keep in mind that you have it?
Sure.
That's a bardic
That's a pretty
inspiration.
one.
All right. Now that brings us up to
Don't
King.
forget.
I think I'm gonna stick with my theme of raging.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with a rage,
Should be on a t-shirt.
and I guess I only have 30 feet of walking speed.
You can run up next to it and throw an axe at it and see what that does.
Just throw the skull at it.
All right, let's run up to it, and I'm gonna throw my hand axe at it.
Okay.
You can go 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that good?
Yeah,
Cool. And you can throw
and my
it.
range is 20, so
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me an attack.
it is a 10.
Okay, a 10 is not gonna hit it. So as you cock back and throw your axe at it, it and goes towards the ball, and you see the ball actually like slides a little to the left, and it flies past it and clangs off the wall, and it floats right back to its spot. Like again, almost like this thing has a mind of its own.
Okay. And do I get to go again as a rage, or sorry?
No, you used your bonus action.
Oh yeah, that was it.
To
Sorry.
do the rage.
Just kidding.
No worries.
So, were you gonna try and do anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay, so So as you guys have moved the ball back this far, like, and it still is kind of like spinning in place after it's been hit a few times, and then it's okay. So as it comes forward, starts moving of its own accord, moves back this direction, and then as it's coming forward, it like bounces down towards the ground off the wall, and then it basically goes boink boink, like it bounces against the wall, off the wall, and down into who's this?
Valis.
So it's gonna try and hit Valis first.
What? The ball's attacking?
Yeah, the ball's attacking. It definitely misses though. Does a 11 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Let's see.
I'm a dexterous one.
Okay, and then it's gonna try and hit who's purple.
That's me.
Okay, it's gonna try and hit the purple
It
person.
gets 2 attacks, dude. What a ball.
Let's see. That was your.
What a ball.
No pun intended.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
It just hits.
Okay. So, let's see. After it bounces off the floor, hits the wall, it comes at Valis, and she kind of ducks it. It bounces off the floor again, and then ricochets back at you, hitting you kind of like in the kidney area for 3 damage.
3 damage? No.
So this is...
And so if it hits him right there, it ends up right here, is where the ball was
I'm
last.
glad we know who we're playing now, at least.
The ball.
The ball.
Is our opponent.
Is our opponent, yeah.
Oh, crap.
And that's all the ball's gonna do this turn.
This ball's gonna kill me.
Okay.
Back up to Valis. Back up to Valis.
Okay, and the ball is next to me now?
It's next to you now.
So the ball is trying to get itself through its hoop, and we're trying to get it...
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
I don't think hitting it is helping. I think we gotta do something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... Oh, that's exactly what
pretty
I was
hard.
thinking. I was like, can I try and get it to King? Because you're the strongest. I feel like you can hold it.
I was going to say I wanted to grab it anyway. So.
Yeah, so can I try to help get the ball to King? Can I... Is it up against the wall? Like, can I go behind it and try to, like, shove it towards...
You can go behind it.
Okay.
It's only this big around, and each of the squares are 5 feet.
So I'm gonna try and shove it towards King so he can grab it.
Let's do it.
With what? I think that's important.
I'm gonna use my staff to just kind of shove it towards him then.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
All right. Oh, that definitely hits 19.
Okay. Now give me some damage.
Then that is a 6 damage.
So you're able to kick it this much towards that way. And in order to do that, can I move your piece?
Yeah.
Move it here.
Yep. Yep.
So you like baseball batted it toward him like
Yep.
this.
Exactly.
Okay. And you still have something else that you can do during your bonus action. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and... Not that this is gonna help because it's a ball, but I'm gonna try and run behind it to try and block it from going this direction more.
Okay. Is that all you're doing on your turn?
Yeah, because if I keep trying to hit it, it's gonna go away from King.
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us up to Bach.
Do I see the drawings on the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm putting 2 and 2 together at this point. And I'm going to... Can you re-describe them again?
So there's many pictures along the wall.
Okay.
And they're all intricate carvings, and they're all different scenes. And there's scenes of these warriors in their headdresses. They seem to be grouped in teams, and they seem to be hitting the ball, and they seem to be hitting it back and forth using their hips and their forearms, like trying to hit it. It doesn't, like, at first when it looks like they're kicking or when they're punching it in any other way, they're actually kicking and punching one another. They're not hitting the ball that way. When they hit the ball, it looks like they're using their hips and their forearms to hit
Got it. So I look at one of the pictures and I'm like, that's gotta work. And so it's my turn, right? And so I'm gonna run back next to Valis, kind of,
This way or this way?
yeah, like 1, 2, and then like right in front of her, basically. I'm gonna get up in her space. And
Can I get attack of opportunity? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Do
kidding.
you get that when you enter somebody's space?
Just kidding.
It's when you move away from it. But
I'm fine.
I'm going to leap in the air with a big old grin at my face and hip bump this thing this way as hard as I can. Do I have to attack?
I'm gonna say give me an acrobatics check.
Oh yeah, let's go. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you definitely pass. Give me an attack roll, and give me an attack roll with advantage.
Ooh, attack roll with advantage. That is good as an advantage because one was in that one. What is that's just a +1. So yeah, 14.
Okay, that definitely hits. Give me some damage now.
How do I quantify that? I'm not strong.
So I'm gonna say if you're hitting it with your hip, I'm gonna say give me like it would be unarmed damage, like an improvised weapon of 1d4. So give me.
I had the possibility of 0 here.
So let me see. For somebody who doesn't have unarmed damage, I would say just roll me a 1d4.
That's a 3.
It's a 3.
Yeah.
Whew. So you managed to hit it with your hip, and it goes back that far.
And I land on my hooves, and I look at King, and I look at Valis, and I'm like, see? Okay, now you do.
Go ahead, King. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and give it a spinning elbow then.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Not good.
Dang it. You're the strong one.
I know. That would be an 8.
So for the purposes of this game and the way that it works, I'm gonna say that you try to do a spinning elbow towards it, and you miss. But in order to duck out of the way, it like comes in closer to you. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna let you try and grapple this thing because I know you were trying to do that earlier.
Okay.
This will be a
Where's
grapple
that?
check.
Athletics or
Athletics?
So it'd be an athletics check.
25.
Nice.
Beat that.
Wow. It barely fails. Like
Oh.
it
Oh my
absolutely
God.
I was
barely
like,
fails.
it barely beat
It
it.
almost
What?
beat it. It got a 23.
Oh my goodness.
It almost beat you. But yeah, so what happens is you grab a hold of this ball after you completely miss, and you like swerve on the ground a little bit, but you manage to like bear hug it kind of in front of you.
Okay.
So you are actually holding it. What are you gonna do?
Need more movement.
I am going to run towards the basket.
How much movement do you have?
He used
have-
3, so he went there. I don't know. Or
So he
is
has
that-
2 more, right?
Yeah.
I would have 3 more,
3.
right? 'Cause it's
30 feet.
Yeah, so 15.
Okay.
Each, so.
Nice.
Right, and that is King's turn. So it's back to the ball. So
Good luck, King.
ball's gonna do
Yeah,
a couple
I
of
was gonna say
things.
he's gonna attack me now.
You have resistance to it, anyways. We'll see.
So it dirty 20s to try and get out of your grapple.
Does he have to do
See.
Oh.
18.
So does it 18? Okay, so it manages to break out and
Puts me on the ground.
flicks you on the ground.
This dang ball.
Let's see. Okay. And then so it like kind of ricochets like down off the ground, off the wall, and comes this way. 1, 2. And gets to about there.
Gosh,
and that's
dang it.
unfortunately all it can do on its turn.
No, that's
It tried to do other things, but none of them worked.
Oh, good.
Alright, cool.
Alright, then that brings us back to Valis.
Alright, well, I look at Bach and I'm like, we'll do it your way. And then I run up to it and I try to hip check it back.
Give me an athletics check. Or sorry, acrobatics check.
Okay, I was like, acrobatics. But I can use this,
Yeah,
right?
you can add that.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that is a 16. Do I need to use this?
I think you have to know. You have to use it before knowing the outcome.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's
I
good.
feel like I'm good.
Yeah. 16 seems pretty
I
good.
feel like I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
16's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
It's a ball.
so give me attack with advantage.
Okay. That is an 11.
But you get an
plus.
advantage.
I-
He said you get
with
an
an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that definitely hits. That's a 22.
So as you come in to hit this thing, flavor it a little for me with your acrobatics check.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash over here. I send my thing to Bach, and then I'm just gonna like spin around, and as I spin, I pull my hip out and deck this thing as far back as I can.
Okay. Now give me some damage, some unarmed damage.
Oh, 7
Okay.
Holy cow.
max.
Nice.
It manages to move. Let's see. 3. 4.
It's gonna take forever to get this thing away.
Sorry, I gotta remember like how they're different. Different movement for different things.
It's like air hockey when you just go back and
Yeah.
forth.
The worst game of air hockey.
Is that all I can do?
So you just use your main action, right?
Right.
Don't you get to attack again?
Yep. So
Go for it.
I'm gonna try and run and do that exact same thing again.
Okay.
Yes.
That definitely hits. 19
Damage.
plus whatever it was. Oh, max damage again.
Yeah. Let's go.
I like these French dice.
Good French dice.
Alrighty, that
My
brings us
sister
up to
brought them
Bach.
back.
What's that?
It brings us up to you.
Gosh, it's so far away now.
I look back at you and I'm like,
It's so far away. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can. I got 35, so I could go. And each one's 5 feet, right? So that's 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I stand in the same block as a?
Halflings only get that.
Okay.
Like you can't move, sorry, you can't move through a space of a creature larger than you.
I
Unless
guess I'll
you're a
hang out
halfling.
here, and then I can't really do anything to do it. So what I don't want to do that either.
does a mage hand count as a hand?
I can try. I'll cast Mage Hand, and I can move something up to 10 pounds. So I'll make it appear next to it and try to push it forward, if I can. I don't know.
So as you go to use your mage hand and to hit it, it like the hand actually like glides through it, like
course
it
it
like
does.
almost like it's like trying to grab a hold of something and doesn't do anything.
You know what? Dang it, that was my action. Okay, well, that's all I got.
All right, that brings us up to King.
All right, we're gonna run up and try the elbow hit again.
All right, let's do it. Give me an attack roll.
1, 2, 3. Use 15 feet.
It's a 10.
It's a 10 total.
Yeah,
Do you want to try and grapple it again?
I do.
Okay, give me an athletics check. Just because you're the barbarian, I'm gonna let you be able to do it as bonus action this game.
17.
Okay, dang. Let's see if he beats you.
He's good at athletics.
Wow, again, so 16. It's like right below both times.
You're
so you
just
run up and you
better
grab
than
it, and what are you doing?
Try and slam dunk it home.
Okay,
Like you got 15 more feet?
so if you got it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you got enough room for it.
Woohoo!
So you run up to the mouth that's kind of like glowing in front of you, and it's like it's resisting you. So we need to do another contested roll. So athletics against
Athletics?
its.
Come on. You got this.
I'm pretty sure you got it.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, he only got a 9.
Woo!
So as you hit it into the glowing orange spot, it turns like just for a moment it turns like a shade of red, and you hear like a very loud like blaring horn sound. And as you hear that, you hear the crowd is just going like absolutely nuts. And after you do that, the ball like shakes free of you and actually like kind of like almost pushes you off to the side and flies up to like the roof and then drops down
No!
right where the pedestal was.
Jesus.
How many points? No! This take forever.
Drops down to where the pedestal used to be, like floating right there. You hear like the crowd's going nuts and everything. And then, oh wow, it's also the ball's turn. That sucks. So the ball, like, immediately. So, let's see. Let me see what other abilities this bad boy has. Maybe he can go for a quick one.
What?
That's not fair.
So it's gonna go for a quick goal. Let me see. barely can make it. So it's gonna dash all the way to your guys' goal since you're kind of like, since you guys are down on this side, and needs to make that contested roll. So I need somebody to give me, let's see, I need to do a contested roll. So just like anybody who wants to roll against me, let's do a roll off.
What kind of
Yeah.
what kind of roll?
So since nobody's near it, let's see. I'll let you go if you want to use your dex, and you if you want to use your athletics, and you if you want to use dex
Acrobatics.
as well, I guess.
Dex, I can do Dex, yeah.
All right.
So which one of you guys wants to roll?
You wanna go?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. Dang it. 8.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
So right after you guys scored, it like goes for like a quick cherry picker type of like goal, and the same thing happens where it glows red for just a moment, and it shoots back after it does to the spot where the pedestal was at. But after it shoots back, the mouth like glows. It rather than like doing the quick faint glow of red, it actually glows like it stays red, and then from out of its mouth it. You see 3 magic missiles come flying out of it at each of you. Let's see.
All right.
Not nice.
So who's the closest? Who's red?
Me.
To you it does minimal damage. It does 2 damage. Just like it
I can't
automatically,
try
because
to deflect.
it's a magical missile, so it automatically hits.
Of course it does.
It does very little damage, but it automatically hits.
Cool.
And then to who's purple?
Me.
So that's gonna be 4 force damage. And then to King all the way on the other side, it's gonna be 3 force damage.
You don't get resistance.
So 3 damage.
Yeah.
And then that's its whole turn. It manages to do a cherry picker.
That's its whole
shot on you.
turn.
All
How
right.
come it didn't get magic missiles shooting at it? That's not fair.
How come his is
Home team
glowing
advantage.
red and ours only slightly did it?
So after the missiles go off and you guys are hit, the glow changes back to orange
On his goal?
on his goal, the goal that you
Its
just made
goal,
it in.
I
Yeah.
guess. It's my hit.
Yep, Valis, it is your turn.
What?
All right, cool. I'm gonna run behind it and I'm gonna try and do that hip check thing because it's been working so well so far.
All right, give me since you're a monk and you're able to do crazy stuff, give me an acrobatics check first.
16.
Okay, now give me a attack roll with advantage.
I don't think I'll need it because I rolled an 18.
Try it again. Let's see if you get a crit.
I
Nope.
did not.
So flavor it for me. What does it look like?
Well, that pissed me off, so I'm running back and I'm going to do almost the exact same thing, except this time I'm going to use my other hip because the other one kind of hurt. Yep, just like that.
All right, give me some damage.
4.
Okay. So as you come in and you hit this bad boy, let's see. Manage to hit it forward. Now give me your second attack.
I was going to say I'm going to run up and do the exact same thing again. And I need that because that's not gonna help. A 6.
6 damage.
No, a 6 to attack. It doesn't attack.
Oh, okay. So I'll still move you up
Sorry.
though.
No, that's okay.
Okay. That brings us up to Bach. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, it's arrived back where I am, so I'm gonna go around, give a smirk at Valis, and then I'm gonna do a flip and try to hip bounce this boy.
Okay. Give me an attack.
That's a 10.
10 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just an unarmed strike, right?
So yeah. So give me
Oh wait, or do I get to do the acrobatics thing first?
so
No.
yeah, I'm gonna say no. Give me a deck save. Let's see if you like
dex
trying to
save?
jump up there and like hit it if you like slip and fall.
That's a 15.
Oh, you're fine. So as you jump up, and just barely miss it, it kind of like ducks out of the way a little bit. I think that's all you can do on your turn. King, what you gonna do?
No, it's not. I have a bonus action.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at Valis again and say, "You got this. You got this. Have another bardic inspiration."
All right. Is that it? I don't want to.
Yeah, that's it.
That's short. Go ahead. King.
I guess I'm gonna run up and try and elbow knock it in.
Okay.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be there. I don't know.
Can I hit it from the side? And or I will grapple it.
I was gonna say I will let you do a grapple check.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22. It kind of like bounced around, so I'm gonna re-roll that one. 22. So it tied you. So let's do it again, and on the table this time. So it gets a +5, and I want everybody to see it. Contested roll.
I get plus 17.
17 to 13.
Okay. So I rolled a 18. I'm assuming that you beat it, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he gets
that would be
plus 6.
23,
23, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, first time it tied, so that's why I did the contested roll on the table. So you grab it. You successfully grab it. How far can you run with it? Football.
Can he use
Stiff arm it.
dash, or is was that his bonus? No, he already used all his movement.
To get to it.
So you used all your movement to get to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have it.
But he still
Pull
has an
back
action,
like he
right?
has it?
Or is that his action to grapple it?
I believe that's his action to grapple it.
Could I go into a frenzy?
One thing I will say, because you still have a bonus action, I'm gonna say you can try and throw it.
Okay.
So give me, I think that would be another athletics check. Give me one more athletics check and we'll see how it goes.
That's not horrible. Not good. 14.
14? Okay. Because the ball has a mind of its own, it doesn't like to be thrown.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna say it only gets about 20 feet.
That's not good. That's not bad.
Except it's now gonna attack
Yeah, I was
us
gonna
all.
say.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna do that anyways.
That's all it's
He might have been able to hold on to it.
Okay, so it ricochets off the ground and it's going to bounce and try to hit King first.
Oh, good.
Oh lord. Okay, so I'm gonna allow you to get an attack of opportunity on it. It crit failed. So
Okay.
give me an attack.
Unarmed or with a weapon?
I'm gonna say weapon. I'm gonna say you can use what you're good at, what you're
My great
proficient
axe.
with.
Dude, you're the same at everything, just so you know.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Just
Okay,
flat,
yeah.
flat end like Valis did with her staff earlier. You're gonna try and baseball
That'd
hit
be
it across.
23.
23. Oh wow. I'm just that definitely hits.
What?
Go ahead and
Roll
give me
damage?
some damage. Yeah, axe damage.
12.
12. Okay.
Plus 2, 14. Because
Oh,
he's
the range.
raging, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Get back there.
Yeah. So you absolutely baseball bat this thing back and. Dang, I don't think it's gonna be able to with the rest of its movement. Let's see.
Good, leave me alone.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I'm dying to try the headbutt, though.
The
Ball.
Yeah.
so yeah, the furthest it can go is like back this way. So it actually can't get back to you guys to hit you.
Nice.
That's gonna bring us up to Valis.
Go Valis.
All right, I'm gonna run up and
I'm still cheering you on. I'm singing a song for you.
We're not friends yet, but
We're getting there.
we're getting there.
I'm inspiring you right now.
We're not enemies. That's what I'll give you. Okay, so what did you say the other pictures were? We had the hip and we had elbowing it. Okay.
Like a forearm, but like a forearm hit.
All right,
not
so I'm gonna
necessarily
try
an elbow.
the forearm this
Okay.
time. Just for a slightly difference. Is that still gonna be an acrobatics?
Are you gonna try and do some kind of flourish as you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, then go for it.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an attack with advantage.
All right. I need that. So that would be 12.
So 12's not gonna do it.
Oh,
So as you come
Can
up
I
and you go
retcon
for
it and use my bardic inspiration?
No, you gotta tell me beforehand.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me
Yeah,
beforehand.
I was gonna say
So
before you.
as you jump up to elbow this bad boy, it does this weird twitchy thing and then like shifts to the side and you miss it and it comes back to center. You still have another
But I'm
bonus
gonna
action
do
attack.
the exact same thing I just did.
Okay. I'm gonna say this one's gonna be a normal attack though.
Okay. But that's fine. It still hits. 19 or dirty 20.
Give me some damage.
That's 7.
Oh. Let's see, 7 was 3. Dang. Okay, so it's like right there.
Okay.
All right, Bach, brings us up to your turn.
I can make it, I think. Right? Maybe? I don't know if I have 35. Or do I have to go through her so I can't? Well,
Yeah, you can't go through her space.
So I had to go like that? Is that how it works?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Doesn't make any sense.
I double checked the rules, but yeah, you can't go diagonally.
6, 7. I actually can do it.
Nice.
I did it. And I'm gonna hip it. I'm gonna
Okay.
hip it. Flip it and hip it.
All right, go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
Is an attack roll? Okay. That's a 19.
It definitely hits.
Nice. That's a 3.
Okay, now we got to contest this real quick to see if it goes into the goal. So, on top of that attack, give me an athletics check.
Athletics check. I'm not good at athletics. Why athletics?
I'll let you do dex, but I don't think it's gonna help.
11.
Okay, so it crit on that one. So it kind of, it's not gonna like take off, but it like bounces.
Takes off and
bounces
scores
out.
it.
a little
Its
bit.
own goes over.
All this work and it just goes right
Actually,
into her.
yeah, I'm gonna say it bounces off like kind of to the side, like it ricochets off like the nose of this carving that's in the wall, and then goes off to the right a little bit.
Oh.
And is there something else you'd like to do?
I don't think I have anything I can do, yeah.
All right, that brings us up to King.
We are going to run up and hip check it in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can
You
get
can
into
make
the
it.
same space.
So you're gonna try and hip check it. Or you're gonna try and
It's probably the same
slam
height as
dunk
his
it.
hips, honestly.
Doesn't matter. I slam dunked it last time. Let's do hip check.
Okay. Let's do give me an attack roll. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna get it in there.
24.
Okay, you definitely hit it, and give me an athletics check. But I'm pretty sure whatever it is, it's gonna make it.
I hope so. 12?
So how? Okay, we tied again. So
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
see if it goes in.
Oh, you got a 25.
He gets a +5. So yeah.
Plus 6.
So it makes the horn noise again, and
guess,
as it
missile
glows,
shootout.
as it glows red again. This time the ball falls limply to the floor in front of the goal,
Yay!
and you hear a clicking sound inside of the carving of the face that's in the wall. You hear like a weird clicking sound. Everybody, give me a perception check.
11.
6. Not one of my strengths.
So you know that somewhere along the face there was like this clicking, like a compartment of some sort was opening up.
Yeah, I mean, I
Don't know exactly where.
Are we out of combat or?
We're out of combat.
I'll go check
Alright,
it out.
yeah, let's go run up to the
I'll
face.
investigate it.
Okay.
I'll run it up.
Now everybody give me an investigation check. Let's see if we can get it this time.
15.
Well, it was a 6, but I have -1, so it's 5.
So you're able to notice that the eye slots clicked kind of open.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Well, I mean they're like
Three students.
they're like 4 feet across, so you're gonna be doing this.
Okay.
So as you go to poke it in the eye, it opens the rest of the way. They're like little compartments. The eyes were like little compartments, and there seem to be like two satchels that are very moldy and crumbly, and they like as you're pulling them out, they kind of like start to rip.
What?
Like they've been in there for a very long
Are
time.
these our
We're
gifts for
the-
all that work? I lost
Like
half
one of
my
the
health
first
for the.
people not to die here.
So, and as you go to pull them out, three pink pearl, like the satchels kind of rip, and 3 pink pearls like fall out of both of the satchels.
And I get them because I'm the one there, right?
Give me a dex check, see if you catch them.
Oh yeah, dex check, just dex.
Yeah. Just straight down.
Dang it, that's a nat 1.
They scatter all over the floor.
Why nat 1? Why nat 1? Okay.
So yeah, the pearls like scatter all over the floor. Like one of them falls into the mouth of like a skeletal, into the skull, like into one of the gutters, like on the side and everything like that. But yeah, there's 6 pink pearls that come out of the eye slots that were in these satchels that have completely moth ridden and just have torn into pieces.
Can I scramble to get them all? Like,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing?
Did any of them fall near us?
So they all just kind of scattered like in various directions. So I would say 2 of them came like straight towards you.
I would pick up the ones that came towards me, but I wouldn't go find the others.
Okay, so you have 2 pink pearls on you. And then 2 of them kind of scattered in this direction. One of them's in like the skull type thing. And I'm assuming you're here. And 2 more went this direction. So they just kind of like, so it's like 2, 2, and 2 like straight behind
So
you.
evenly split. How about
Yeah.
that? I mean, I'll go for the ones over here and try to get them.
Okay, so you acquired 2 pink pearls as well, and are you going to pick up the other ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you guys collect these, as soon as you pocket the last of them, King, the glowing orange mouth of this thing stops glowing, and the mouth actually elongates, and as it elongates and changes color, it makes like kind of this, how do I describe it? Like it makes this shape that's kind of like a doorway, like almost like it tapers like kind of towards the top, basically. So it's not quite a triangle, but it's like a triangle. The mouth opens up in like a triangular shape, and then it like swirl in where the mouth used to be. There's like this swirling, shadowy. That's all you can see is like kind of like a shadowy veil, like in the
Looks
mouth.
like a portal.
Stuff one of the pearls in there?
What? Is that what you do?
I mean, I don't know. I just...
Where's the face in relation? So like I'm over here getting the pearls. Where's the face in relation to now where I am? Is it like over here?
No. The
Right.
face
It's
is
where
it's
that-
where
it's
this
right
was.
there.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Gotcha.
And we know there are no other doors or anything in this hallway at this point.
You can take a look around if you want.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what we have to do.
Yep.
And that is?
That is. Go on in. That's
Go
a door,
through
man. Go
the
head on that.
portal.
I guess that's me.
So you're going first?
Yeah.
Well, I pick up one of the.
Okay, give me a desk. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, I'll pick up one of the skulls or something that's on the ground and throw it through it first.
So when you throw the skull at it, it like hits it like it's hitting something semi-solid, and then it like still goes through. Like it sticks to it and then goes through.
Sounds great, guys.
All right, let's go.
I'll follow right after y'all.
Great.
We push him through it.
You can try. I'm gonna run. I'm a slimy little guy. He
Okay,
can't
what's
catch
the
me.
order? Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go second.
Okay.
Nice. And I will watch to see what happens to them.
Okay.
You
Okay,
got
they go
this.
through and it still keeps swirling. Nothing
I
seems to change.
I roll my eyes and I'm like, I wanted payment for this. I don't know what's going on. And I walk in. Yeah.
As you 3 adventurers go through this, and it feels almost like you're pushing through like about 1.5 feet of like jello, almost like the way you're like trying to get through this. And for you, Valis, this actually seems kind of familiar. I want you to give me another insight check.
19.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go. So you know that wherever you're going, wherever this is taking you to, you know that the portal itself uses a Shadowfell, like uses the Shadowfell, like it's taking you through the Shadowfell to transport you somewhere else. And as you, all 3 of you walk through it, you feel the ground beneath you disappear. At first you're walking, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're falling. And you feel it one by one, you feel like you're falling and falling and falling, and you can hear each other's screams at first, and then they dissipate as if you're all alone, and all you see are the shadows around you. And then you come to hitting the floor, not hard, but hitting a floor, and looking up, and you see the roof of yet another boring, dungeon-looking ceiling of just stone tiles. But this time, rather than the red glow, you hear as a bunch of torches light up. So this time, now, not everything's cast in a red glow as before, but everything is seen as it normally would be under the light of a torch. And as you kind of like shake off the weird the weird sense of like being teleported, being spirited away, that discombobulating feeling, you notice that there are 4 people in this room suddenly. Not just the 3 of you. And you hear a voice booming, the voice of the game show host say, you have been brought together as a team to beat a game, but what can you do when you can't even trust your friends, when you can't even trust your own teammates? And you, what do each of you do? You're laying currently flat on the floor looking up at a boring, stone ceiling as you hear this.
You said we know there's a 4th person here?
Yeah, you can sense that there's, like there's 4 people who like kind of hit the floor in here.
I hop up and look around just at the people, see what I recognize.
Same.
Okay, so do you do the same?
Are you sleeping?
Yeah, no.
You're like, nap.
I'm done.
I like to see what's going on.
I'm so done with this.
It's been a horrible day.
No food. Where's the food?
So as the 3 of you jump to your feet, a 4th person jumps to their feet as well, and you notice there's 1 king, 1 Bach, 1 Valis, and then 1 more Valis standing in front of you guys. And one of them turns to the other one and says, what are you? And then I'll let you roleplay it from here.
What are you?
And they just like kind of look at each other.
Which of you is the real one?
I am.
And they both say it at the same time.
I'm assuming.
Hey, big guy. How well do you know these 2? Which one? How well do you know them?
I mean, well enough, but when they both say I am,
Well, can you ask them something that only the real Valis would know? Like something have you done anything with her? Like,
So immediately one of them goes, King, come on, you know me. We just were fighting, trying to save a dwarf in a dungeon underneath a church a moment ago.
Does that sound real?
yeah.
Okay,
that
attack the
sounds-
other one. Attack.
I immediately go up to the other one and start trying to attack her too.
Okay, so the one
That said that thing to King.
okay, so one of the
Well, of course she knows
one of the
which one's real.
Valises is attacking the other one, and then you 2 are going to attack the one attacking the other one.
I don't know what he's doing, but that seemed to check out to me. Like he seemed like to recognize that.
Well, wouldn't we be going to attack her if the other?
Yeah, you're attacking me.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
If you're,
Because we think she gave a story that we would.
Yeah, but my character. It seems like I'm gonna.
So if I see King coming to attack me, I'm like, wait, King, that's not me. I mean, that's not me.
That's not me. Like like shouting back and forth. Do you want to take an attack roll to see if you...
How close am I to the...
You're within
fake
10 feet of one
me?
another.
So I can attack her?
You can attack her if you want to.
I'm less concerned about her right now. I'm making sure that they're not attacking me. So
Okay,
I'm not gonna...
okay.
I'm not gonna...
I have an idea. I'll tell you what. Whoever pays me the most, I'll be on your side.
I'm not going to pay you.
So give me a
Sounds like the real Valis
persuasion
to
check.
me.
What?
Give me a persuasion check.
It's not gonna be. That's a. Let's see. Where is persuasion? Oh, there it is. It's 8.
So one of the Valises like squints at you And as DM, not as the character, as a DM, are you actually gonna be on this thing's side if it gives you money?
I'm not. I mean, I may have a process here that I'm going through. I'm doing some deduction here.
So
I'm using this as a tell.
So,
but I also don't want you to know that because then you might not do it.
so this is why I'm asking as a DM. So this thing can. So I need you guys to role play this as best you can because this thing has the ability to read your surface thoughts. So would you? So if it's thinking, it's trying to gauge what you were thinking.
Like if it knows.
So yeah, would it know that you would fight on its side if it gave you money?
No, I was trying to use. I knew the real Valis wouldn't give me.
Would smack you in the head.
Yeah.
Okay, so it just keeps squinting at you. One of them keeps well, I'm assuming both of them are looking at you like, really?
Well, I wouldn't. I was just using it as a gauge.
So
I was trying to see
exactly.
who the real Valis was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not like that. That's not gonna get it to react.
So you said absolutely no, and he's just looking at me. The other one's just looking at me.
Yeah, I verbally said absolutely not.
Basically, it's putting you in a situation where you have to think of something like deeper. Something that's not surface level, something that goes much deeper, because it can sense what's surface level.
Does it say that? Like, how does the real Valis know any of that? Okay.
Am I allowed to ask the Valises questions?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So then, what was the name of our fallen compadre?
That. What was the
This is probably actually in real life too, or in the game too.
Yeah, I don't know.
You barely-
He died right when you guys went to the church. But you named the tavern after him. I know that.
It's Wabi, of course. One of the Valises says.
Yeah. Great. What was the name of the motel or inn that we took over before we renamed it?
Oof.
Wabi Raven Feather.
I have that in my notes somewhere. Something feather.
We haven't been there very long. I don't know what the name of it is. One of the Valises says. But you can look it up.
Yeah, I don't actually. I don't have it in my notes, do I? I don't have it in my notes.
What was the thing I put in your pocket right before the show started?
I don't have it in my notes.
No,
You put something in my pocket?
I put something in. Yeah, remember? I put it in your pocket at the show started. Secretly with sleight of hand.
I don't remember you doing anything like that.
It was some token of our friendship. One of the Valises says. Because you're really pissing me off, and you're trying to get me to be friends with you.
I think that I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on that one.
Okay, so
Stroke a chord at E
so
minor.
real quick, I need to see which one of us is going to be able to act first. So we're going to do a roll off just to see. The higher roll goes first, but we're both going to try and do a surprise round. Is basically how this is going to work.
Okay.
So there are no bonuses or anything. It's just to see who gets their surprise
No
off.
bonuses.
It's just to see who gets their surprise off.
That's a 12 to a 10.
Okay, so you get to do Dissonant Whispers. Go ahead and
Oh,
go ahead and
fiddle,
cast it.
not
What's
feather.
it? What's your
It's good, actually.
What's your
14.
save?
Wisdom. 14 wisdom. Well, he takes half damage anyways.
What? So he did. You said it's 14.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't save.
It doesn't save?
It doesn't save.
Because I just nearly rolled max damage. So that's 17 damage of the psychic variety, I believe. It takes... Yep, psychic damage, and now it has to run as fast as it can away from me. in fear.
17, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Let me do a little bit of math before we go into this. Let's see. Dang. Okay. So So he immediately strikes out at one of the Valuses. It clutches its head, lets out a blood-curdling scream, and starts looking around the room. And the room that you're in is just a straight square. And it so as it starts to take this damage and is looking like for a way to run, you hear the show host go speak into each of your minds as he says, "The plot thickens. Have they discovered the true Valus in all of this?" And right as this happens, one of the walls starts to shimmer and become less substantial as a give me an Arcana check, because you're the magic wielder in the group.
Gosh, that's cocked. Wow, 21.
So you've heard of a spell, you wouldn't be able to cast it yourself, but you've heard of a spell called Pass Wall that basically makes a passageway that was not currently there, and as the wall shimmers, it looks very similar to that, and the Valus that you just attacked is squinting like it has a massive headache, and it tears off running into that room, and as it runs away into the room, I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm fighting myself.
Take that. Ooh, almost max damage on Dissonant Whispers feels good. Those 2 6s and a 5.
I'm glad you didn't do it at me.
Did you like my trick there?
Yeah, that was great.
And I thought it.
Because that's what I'm saying. That's totally something that it would fall for. So that's why I rolled a insight check to see if it would do it, and he rolled a 4. And so even though he has a +6 to it, that's still so low. I'm like, there's no way.
I mean, yeah, and my deception, if you ask me, is a +8 without rolling, so you would have definitely.
So, what is everybody? Do I have any above 20?
Not above.
Do I have 15 to 20?
19.
You have a 19? Okay. Give me just a moment.
I'm not even sure I want to tell you what mine is.
A little one.
What did you roll?
I got a 13.
Okay, so it's gonna be Valus, you're gonna be able to go before it, and we're gonna say it'll take 5 to get into the room, so it'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can just barely, if you want to run up and just hit this thing, you can run up and just make it.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
You don't know.
Does it still look like
just
her?
looks like you.
Okay.
It
Oh,
just
it's
looks
still
like you.
me.
It's still you.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the crap out of it then.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
All right. That's a 13.
Doesn't hit. Give me another. I'm assuming you're gonna do your bonus action.
I'm gonna try to hit it again. That's a 1.
Okay, so as you give me a dex save real quick. So as you run up to punch this thing, I want you to.
That's a 10.
Okay. So as you run up to get this guy, you kind of stumble off to the side, and I'm gonna place you right there. So you kind of stumble off to the side, and it's going to be its turn. And what it's going to do is it's going to attack you twice and then tear off. So let's see. Oh wow. Okay, so one of them was 2, and the other one was 23. So I'm assuming that hits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be actually wow, max damage 9 damage to you.
Max damage.
Oh, great.
I mean,
So it hits you. It hits you. Manages to hit you. Manages to hit you once out of its 2 attacks, and then it's going to tear off running, which means you get an attack of opportunity on it as it runs away. So it makes it over to the bridge right here, to this bridge that goes across. There is here. Let me describe the room as we. As everybody's these two are kind of poking their heads in, and you're actually in the room. So there seems to be 2 piles of rubble that were once columns, these huge columns, stretching up to the roof. Stretching up to the roof that you see have since crumbled, and making it kind of difficult terrain. And against the walls is it's plain, the walls are plain, but the plain stone floor. But there is what looks to be almost like a creek, not big enough to be a river flowing through this. There are 2 bridges going over it. There are crates on either side of it, and there's I forgot to do this, but there's also close to this bridge, there's also a set of simple weapons. So there's a spear sitting there. There's a couple of hand axes. There's a shield. They don't look particularly nice in any way, shape, or form, but I forgot to mention this part that I'm including now. But one thing that was there was a short bow was sitting in this pile of weapons, and this, not you, picks up a quiver and short bow as it runs to the bridge. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? Oh, there are two barrels kind of sitting in the corner over here, next to this wall. And that's basically it. That's the room. Dun, dun, dun.
But I get my attack of opportunity, right?
Go for it.
Attack of opportunity.
It's probably, I don't know if that...
Has it been a minute? She still has my bardic inspiration.
Oh, I do. Right?
I'll let you keep it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, 14, 15.
That hits.
Yeah, bardic.
Alright, thank you.
Why are you looking at me like...
Can
No,
I
I
hit
was
her?
doing a.
Can I hit her with my staff, or does that have to be unarmed?
Ooh, that's a good question.
For-
I think it has to be unarmed.
Okay.
For what?
For an
my
attack of
attack.
opportunity.
I don't know. It could be with whatever.
Okay,
you
go
have.
for it. We'll go for it
I
with the
think.
staff.
I mean, it's up to you.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is an 8.
8. Dang. All right.
Get hit. How do you feel about my 17 damage?
You hear it sucked.
Does your head hurt?
A massive. I have a migraine like no other. Bach, it is your turn.
It's my turn. You're so far away, and I don't want to get super close. What is this stuff right here? This gravel?
Piles of rubble.
Piles of
they
rubble.
used to be 2 columns.
How tall?
How tall are the columns?
Yeah.
They only go up about like 5 feet off the ground.
Can I-
They're pretty.
Let's see. I'm purple. Can I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and get on top of some rubble?
You can do that.
Like hop up there?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that. It's gonna be when you move away from this spot, it's gonna be added movement because of the it's difficult terrain.
Chill. I don't care. It's fine.
Just like,
And then, is this person, can I see, are they wearing any kind of metal on them? Like any kind of armor,
not that you can see. It looks
It looks like
just
me.
like Valis.
jewelry, anything? Do you have any metal on you? Does it? No, okay, whatever. And what I'm going to do then, I'm going to cast, this is within 60 feet, so you're well within range. I'm going to cast a hold person, and you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. And I'm going to do it with a good C. And resonant
C chord
yeah. And like purple musical
has
waves.
to be a 14. 14.
Yeah.
Oh. So it was a 19 and then a roll to a 3.
Nice. So now, so you failed. So you're paralyzed for the duration. So it's as long as I can concentrate up to a minute.
And it gets
on the spell.
to make another save on its turn, right?
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw, and then it will end when it succeeds.
Okay.
So it's paralyzed now.
Okay. That brings us to King.
Well, I have a bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say, you get a G chord, and you get an bardic inspiration.
Sweet.
Because why not?
Dang. How many do you have?
4
Okay.
on bonus actions. Yeah.
And yep, King.
I think you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rage, cause that's how I start off movement. So I'm gonna rage, and I think I can only move 6 spots,
Where do you want to go?
but get maybe in front of you if possible. Zigzag over there. Yeah. And I'm gonna throw my hand axe.
You can throw it with disadvantage.
A little distant. But I mean, that's your best bet, I think, at anything.
Yeah, at this point.
You had to roll twice with the worst number.
It'll probably be that one.
It would probably be that one. There's a 9 to start.
Eesh.
Or a 10.
A 9 or a 10. Yeah,
What's
no,
the 9 total?
It's 9 total.
Yeah, 9 total.
Oh, it's 9 total.
That was
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh.
It's a 3.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit. It can't move from where it's at right now currently, though.
Oh wait, yeah. Paralyzed mean people get advantage on it?
Let me look at the condition real quick. Oh no, you do. Attack with advantage.
Oh.
Okay.
So it would have been a straight roll. Because he's at disadvantage, so it still doesn't. But just a note.
But that brings us up to Valis. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm going to try. I'm gonna drop a key point and try to hit it. Can I get to it right now? Can I get?
So real quick. So if you notice the way I moved the creature. It went around something.
This is the thing that it has to go around.
So it was. So it's when you go through this space right here.
Uh-oh.
So I can't get to it at this point.
Uh-oh.
And as it activates, the spell Entanglement is cast in the area. So I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
But you can use the Bardic Inspiration if you need to on that.
Which I'll probably need, so that's a 9. That's 11.
11. So as you race forward, I can just describe the spell for you. Grasping vines come up out of the ground, and like these tendrils come out of the ground and latch onto you and pull you down, holding you in place as you try to run forward. And for this turn, you're not paralyzed like him, but you're kept in place. You're grappled is the condition that you have.
All right, cool.
Let's see. Yep, can just make it. So it kind of tucks behind these crates over here.
He's still paralyzed.
Oh, my bad. It's that. So he has to save for that. I thought you were talking about her. He has to save at the end of his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then
That's what it says.
it'll just do a save, and then let's see if it goes anywhere. What is it? It has to be to 14, right?
Yeah.
So it does. So it barely makes it, and it can't do anything though, because you said it's at the end of its turn. So
That's what it says,
that
yeah.
brings us over to Bach again.
Hey! What if I did it again? I am going to actually instead cast another round of Dissonant Whispers and say with another E minor. And say, did you like the last one? Let's see you get some more.
Let's see, what save is that? Is that Wisdom?
Yeah, 14 Wisdom again.
Let's see. Jeez. So he doesn't save again.
Woo. That's not max damage again, but that's 9 damage, psychic damage. And or whatever it is terrified of me and must run away as far as it can from me, which probably is not the best actually, but goodbye.
Go anywhere.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then it's gonna run straight for the wall. It can, if it's straight away from you, it can go to there.
All right. I'm just gonna, and then for my last bit, just gonna kind of fumble around on this hump of stuff and just move like I just want to move a couple spaces, to right here. Is that okay?
What's your movement?
35.
So you can make it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit there. That'd
Because
more
it'd be
central.
10, 20, 35. Yeah, you'd barely make it.
Perfect. I'm a texture. I'm just hopping around like a little goat. Boing, boing, boing.
And King.
Can I try and set Valis free in our little portal of...
That's actually a good question. So there's all these spectral vines kind of reaching out and grasping at her. I'm gonna say,
Take a swipe with my
yeah,
axe?
take a swipe with your axe and let's see what happens.
Chop Valis.
Try and set him off. Try and set her free.
16?
I'm gonna use the DC as its armor class and say that hits.
And that would be a 7, but I'm on a rage, so
so
that would be a 9.
Okay, so with that much damage, I'm gonna say he absolutely slices through this,
Nice.
and
Thank you, King.
Yes.
you're able to move. It's difficult terrain, that one space for you, but you can move right out of it on your turn.
Okay.
Speaking of which, it is your turn.
It is my turn.
Unless you still technically have a bonus action.
Oh, he's so far away though.
Yeah.
You can move.
Yeah, you
still
can
move.
Yeah, you can get closer.
I'll bum rush to the door, or wherever that was he went through.
The bridge, I
Yeah,
think.
bridge. Sorry.
Be right here. Because you have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yes.
So you get to right there.
Sweet.
Cool.
Alrighty. And yeah, that brings us up to Valis. What are you gonna do on your turn?
Okay. So I am going to... We're still trying to attack this thing, so how do I move out? How much of this does it take of my movement to get out of this
So to
area?
get out of it is 10 feet of movement.
Like up this way? Like that's 10?
You can move. Also, you can move to this space right here.
Okay. So 10. Can I get to it with my movement plus my teleportation?
How far does the
30.
30? You can definitely make
Okay.
it.
So I'm gonna use it. I definitely need to get up
Just
to it.
appears.
Right in front of it
I
or
just
next to it?
appear right in front of it.
That's a good. Yeah.
And I'm gonna drop another key point and try to take this thing out.
demolish it. I'm
Give
just
me,
playing a
give
song.
me your 3 attack rolls.
Okay.
Attack zone.
That's a 16. That's a 19. That's a 21.
Wow.
Dang, three attacks. 16 was the lowest. Okay. Tell me what. Are you gonna use any other effects?
Yeah, so I want you to have a... Absolutely. I want a dex save for the first one. And that will determine what I do next.
Shoot, I have too many
I
dice.
didn't roll
I couldn't
any of
tell
my
which one.
damage, though.
Don't do that yet.
Okay.
Wow, I'm sure a 9 doesn't save.
It does not.
All right. So it
So it's
fails
not
its dex. Okay, yeah, but tell me how this goes.
All right, so I'm pissed at other me right now. So I'm going to absolutely try and annihilate this thing with. So I'm gonna just use my blessing of the Raven Queen to just completely appear in front of it, and just whack it with my quarterstaff, kind of coming in from like a head bludgeoning thing, so that it just gets knocked over. And then I'm gonna like sweep under its foot, so it just falls straight on its back.
Okay. And then for your, are you gonna try and do any other?
And then while it's down, does all 3 attacks have to be while it's still standing, or can my third be while it's already down? So I get
It
advantage
can
on
be. You can try and roll again to see if you crit, because you already hit on all 3 attacks. You can, for the third attack, you can see if you crit. You can try and roll again.
that.
why not? Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I did not. That was a 2.
So now give me damage.
Okay.
Get that damage.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 6 plus... Ooh, plus 6. So, what is that? I can't do
8
math.
plus 6
8,
plus 6?
So 12 plus 8, so 20.
So as you're like beating this thing into the floor, it goes, wait. Wait. Please don't kill me. I don't have anything to give you, but please don't kill me. Like before you do the
Like before
before the third strike, I'm gonna say.
And I shout from behind, always get something. Don't just always get something out of him.
This guy.
And then, so in your ghostly spectral self, like you look like super foreboding, and the game show host is like, "Ooh, who's the hero now and who's the villain? What choice will Valis make?" As the person's like sitting like this, like on the floor. 'Cause
But
you
it
already
looks
knocked
like
it over.
me still?
What's that?
It looks like me still?
Still looks like you.
Do you have sympathy for yourself?
Finisher. No, I'm just kidding.
Get something out of her.
No, I'm gonna whack it.
Yeah.
So go ahead. So
Respect.
you do the damage to it and pound it into the floor, and the hair like starts to disappear, the skin starts to turn gray, and the eyes glow. Well, not glow. They change into like a sickly yellow kind of. There's no mouth, nose, like I said, grayish skin, no clothes, no discerning features other than like kind of like gray aliens from like Close Encounters, but bigger, like humanoid shaped and sized. Normal looking ears and all that, and as this thing starts to curl up and like the glow, like, or the light of its like yellow eyes kind of like goes out a little bit.
Shouldn't have looked like me.
It was a
I agree.
Is it a changeling? Oh no.
Oh, doppelganger.
Nice.
The old doppelganger. Get you every time.
Nice.
And so as this thing begins to die, the from the center over kind of here, not so much center, off center, the eccentric wizard kind of clips up through the floor, and he says, "What a fantastic show! They defeated the enemy single-handedly. I might have to come up with something a little bit more difficult next time, but that was great, wasn't it, folks?" Yeah! And like there's all this cheering and shouting and everything. Great show from me and from my audience. They all seem to love it, right, folks? And he comes up and like goes to congratulate and clap arms with each and every one of you. Like a handshake, kind of like the forearm like handshake like this.
Does it feel?
Do you touch it? No.
Yes.
Okay, you notice that your hand goes to clap with it and it goes through, but he still shakes like it's there.
I was gonna attack you. Dang it.
You the same thing. It goes up to you.
Again, I just love Bach's excitement. He has no clue what or who this actually is, and he just loves the fame.
I'm the victor.
And we just clap for him. He's like, yeah. I will try and shake its hand as well.
So same thing. It shakes like as if there's a hand there, but it just goes straight through it.
I respect a good illusion.
And again,
Good
you see,
deception.
now that you're up close, you see like all the eyes on this thing's tattered robes, like are looking at you, or you. And yeah, they're like all these eyes swirling around its tattered robes. And it says, "And of course, to the victors, the spoils." And so like out of like the floor kind of like it kind of shifts like there's something there, and sitting inside of this thing are 3 glowing green stones, and the announcer says, "Your prize," and he hands one of them to each of you, and by hand like he goes to grab it and he's like, and then he like makes it float over to each of you, and says, "This is what's known as a Hearthstone." Kind of like the card game, but yeah, it's known as a Hearthstone. These are things that can help bring you together in times of need. Whenever you wish, crush this stone under your foot, and you can summon a friend to you.
For a payment, of course.
And so with that, wasn't that a great show, my audience? He's like, "Thank you for again taking part in my show." Okay, so with that being said, he looks at each of you, and like your eyes are getting extremely heavy, and this wizard casts sleep on each and every one of you at very, very high level.
What?
A very, very high level. So each one of you, he casts sleep on you, and you are returned to the spots that you were whisked away from.
So back to sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. Good. And then like kind of like to break like the fourth wall, like you see the wizard talking to like nobody as he says like, "Join us next time for our next show. How are all heroes do? Were they brought together as a team? It seemed like they did well. Perhaps this will help them on their journey."
Cool. I'm back to living on my own.
Will it bring them together? Have they learned to be less selfish and all that stuff? Anyway.
I actually think it worked because I really like King right now. So
I wake up in the bar, and I see all my victims lying around.
But then there's the one twirling the handle of the glass still, like looking at you.
And I immediately cast 2nd level dissonant whispers on him.
What the? You hear the camera pans out and you hear screams from inside of
How dare you! Hit me on the head, and then I leave. It was a bum gig anyways.
All right, is there any like parting words that you would say towards the end? I think I nailed the timing on that one.
Yeah.
We have like maybe 15-ish minutes, so if there's any parting words, I'll leave it to you.
Thanks for joining us for this special one-shot, this game show thing. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed everything. Thanks, Zach, for DMing it for us today. It was awesome. You did a great job. And
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed
I
it.
try.